dusty evenings, where evil mixed itself with good and befuddled the world. No, now, by God's grace, the shining sun is up, and those who do not fear the light will surely praise it. I hope you will be one of these, Miss Anna. She is not hearty, I see.
No, she is not, sir. Now remember, Mary. Remember the angel Raphael, what he sent and brought Tobias. Do that which is good, and no harm shall come to thee.
Come on, we wait you.
John, my deposition, give him mine. Aye. This is Mr. Cora's deposition.
What lawyer drew this?
You know I never hired a lawyer in my life, Cora.
It's very well phrased. Compliments. Mr. Paris, can you go into the court and fetch Mr. Putnam, please? You have no legal training, you say, Corey?
I have the best, sir. I have 33 times in court in my life, and always played it too.
And then you're much put upon, Mr.
I have never put upon. I know my rights, sir, and I will have them. You know, your father tried a case of mine 35 years ago, I think. He never spoke to you of it.
No, I cannot recall.
That's strange. He gave me £9 damages. They were a fair judge, your father. You see, I had a white mare that time. They could smell what they borrowed me. Aye, there he is.
Mr. Putnam, I have here an accusation by Mr. Corey against you, in which he states that you coldly prompted your daughter to cry out witchery upon George Jacobs, that is now in jail. What say you to that, sir?
It's a lie.
Mr. Putnam states your accusation is a lie. What say you to that, Mr.
Of course, Thomas Putnam. That is what I say to that.
What proof do you submit for your evidence, sir?
My proof is there. If Jacob hangs for a witch, he forfeit up his property. That's law. And there's none but Putnam with the coin to buy so great a piece. This man is killing his neighbors for their land.
But proof, sir, proof.
The proof is there. I have it from an honest man who heard Putnam say it. The day his daughter cried out on Jacobs, he said she'd given him a fair gift of land.
And the name of this man?
What name?
The man that gave you this information.
Why, I cannot give you his name.
And why not?
You know well why not. He'll lay in jail if I give his name.
This is contempt of the court, Mr. Danforth.
You will surely tell us this name.
I will not give you no name. I stand here.
In that case, I have no choice but to arrest you for contempt of this court. Do you know that?
This is a hearing. You cannot clap before contempt of a hearing.
It is a proper lawyer. Do you wish me to declare this court in full session, or will you give me good reply?
I cannot give you no name, sir. I cannot.
You are a foolish old man, Mr. Corey. Mr. Cheever, begin the record. The court is now in session. Mr. Corey, I ask
Your
you...
Honor, he has the story in confidence, sir. And he...
The devil lives on such confidences. Without confidences, there would be no conspiracy, Your Honor. I think it must be broken, sir.
Old man, if your informant tells the truth, let her come here openly like a decent man. But if he hide in anonymity, I must know why. Now the Central Church and the government demand of you the name of him who calls accusated Mr. Putnam a cold murderer.
Excellency, we cannot blink it more. This prodigious fear is caught in the country.
Then there is a prodigious guilt in the country. Are you afraid to be questioned here?
I may only fear the Lord, sir. But there's a fear in the country, nevertheless.
Reproach me not with the fear in the country. There is fear in the country because there is a moving plot to topple Christ in this country.
But it does not follow that everyone accuses part of it.
No uncorrupted man may fear this court here. None. You are arrested for contempt of this court. Now sit you down and take counsel with yourself, Mr. Corey.
I'll cut your throat, but now! No! I'll kill you yet! No! Forgive him, sir, for his old age. Say nothing more, John. Giles, he's not playing you. He means to hang us all.
This is a court of law, Mr. I'll have no effrontery here.
Mary, you cannot weep. Remember the angel, what he said to the boy. Hold to it. Now there's your rock. This is Miss Mary Warren. Her deposition. I will ask you when you read it, sir. That until 2 weeks ago, she was no different than the other children are today. You saw her scream. She howled. She swore familiar spirits choked her, and she even testified that Satan, in the form of women now in jail, tried to win her soul away. And when she refused...
We know all this, yes.
Sir, she swears now that she never saw Satan, nor any spirit, vague or clear, that Satan may have sent to hurt her. And she declares that her friends are lying now.
Excellency, a moment. I think this goes to the heart of the matter.
It surely does.
I cannot say he's an honest man. I know him little. The no justice, a claim so weighty cannot be argued by a farmer. In God's name, sir, stop it here. Let him come home and come again, your lawyer.
Now look you.
Excellency, I have signed 72 death warrants. I am a minister of the Lord, and I dare not take a life without be proved so immaculate, no slightest qualm of conscience may doubt it.
You surely do not doubt my justice.
I have this morning signed away the soul of Rebecca now, Your Honor. I'll not conceal it. My hand shakes scarce with a wound. I pray you, this argument let lawyers present to you.
Believe me, for such a terribly learned man, you are most learned. I hope you will forgive me. Now, I have been in the bar for the last 32 years, and I would be confounded were I called upon to defend these people. Now, I bid you consider, and I bid you do likewise. In an ordinary crime, how does one defend the accused? One calls up witnesses to prove his innocence. But witchcraft is, ipso facto, on its face and by its nature, an invisible crime, is it not? Therefore, who may be witness to it, but the witch and the victim? Now we cannot hope the witch will accuse herself, granted. Therefore we must rely on the victim's testimony. And the children certainly do testify. As for the witch, none will deny that we are most eager for all their confessions. I think I have made my point, have I not?
But this child claims the girls are not truthful, and if they're not...
That is exactly what I'm about to consider, sir. What more may you ask of me, Hale? Unless you doubt my probity.
I surely do not, sir. Let you consider it then.
And let you put your heart to rest. Proctor, her deposition for me.
I should not have questioned.
Mr. Ferris, I bid you be silent. Mr. Cheever, will you go into the court and bring the children here? Mary Warren, how come you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor ever threatened you for this deposition?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he threatened you?
No, sir.
Then you tell me that you sat in my court, callously lying, when you knew that innocent people would hang by your evidence.
I did, sir.
How were you instructed in your life? Do you not know that God damns all liars? Or is it now that you lie?
I cannot lie no more, sir. I'm with God now. I'm with God now.
You are with God now.
Aye, sir. This button is not in the court, sir. Nor the other.
These will be sufficient. Sit you down, children. Your friend Mary Warren gives us a deposition in which she swears she never saw any familiar spirits, nor any manifest of the devil. She also swears that none of you have done either. Now, children, this is a court of law, and the law based upon the Bible, and the Bible, writ by Almighty God, forbid the practice of witchcraft. and command death as a penalty thereof. But likewise, children, the law and the Bible damn all bearers of false witness. Now then, does not escape me that this deposition may be conceived to blind us. That it may be that Mary Warren has been sent here by Satan to distract us from our sacred purpose. If so, her neck will break for it. But if she speak true, I bid you now drop your guard and confess your credence. For a quick confession will go easy with you. Abigail Williams, rise. Is there any truth in this?
No, sir.
Children, a very ogre bit will now be turned in your souls until your honesty is proved. Will either of you change your positions now, or do you force me to hard question?
I have not changed, sir. She lies.
Mary Warren, you will still go on with this?
Aye, sir.
A pulpit were discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary Warren claims you sat beside her in court when she made it, and you saw her make it, and you witnessed when she stuck the needle in it for safekeeping.
It is a lie, sir.
While you worked for Mr. Proctor, did you ever see any puppets in their house?
Yeah, Judith Proctor, she always kept puppets.
Your Honor, my wife never kept no puppet. Mary Warren confesses it was her puppet.
Your Excellency,
Mr. Cheever?
when I spoke to Goody Proctor in that house, she said she never kept no puppets. But she said she did keep puppets when she was a girl.
She has not been a girl these 15 years, Your Honor.
But a puppet will keep for 15 years, will it not?
I will keep if it is kept. Mary Warren never saw no puppet in my house, nor anyone else.
Why could there not have been puppets here when no one ever saw them?
There might also have been a dragon with 5 legs, but no one has ever seen it.
We are here, Your Honor, precisely to discover what has never been seen.
Mr. Danforth, what profit this girl to turn herself about? What may Mary Warren gain but hard questions and worse?
You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous cruel plot to murder.
I do. I believe she means to murder.
This child there, would murder your wife?
I see. It is not a child. Now hear me, sir. In the sight of this congregation, she was twice this year put out of the meeting house for laughter during prayer.
Laughter during.
She was under Tituba's power at that time, but she's solemn now.
Aye, now she is solemn and goes to hang people.
Quiet.
Surely it have not bearing on the question, sir. He charges contemplation of murder.
Continue, Mr. Proctor.
Mary, now tell the governor how you danced in the wood.
Ever since I come to say this man has been blackening my name.
In a moment, sir. What is this dancing you speak of?
Abigail, lead the girls to the wood, and they'll dance them naked.
Your Honor, this...
Mr. Paris discovered them himself in the dead of night. There is the child she is.
Mr. Paris?
I can only say, sir, that I never saw any of them naked, and this man is...
But you discovered them dancing. Abigail.
Excellency, when I first arrived from Beverly, Mr. Paris told me that.
Do you deny, Mr. Paris?
I do not, sir, but I never saw any of them naked.
But she have danced.
Aye, sir.
Excellency, will you permit me?
Proceed.
You say you never saw no spirits, Mary.
No,
Were
sir.
never afflicted or threatened by any manifestation of the devil or the devil's agents.
No, sir.
And yet, when people accused of witchery confronted you in court, you would faint and say the spirits of the bodies came out and choked you.
Pretend, sir.
I cannot hear you.
Pretend, sir.
But you did turn cold, did you not? I myself picked up many times to see what I see. Your Excellency, you...
Yes, I saw that many times.
She only pretended to faint, Your Excellency. They are all marvelous pretenders.
Then can't you pretend to faint now?
No!
Why not? Now the honor space attacking her, for none in this room is accused of witchcraft. So let us turn herself cold now. Let her faint and prove to us how she pretended in court so many times. Faint! faint. Prove to us how you pretend in court to make us and prove us